Yet another assassination attempt against President Donald Trump. Let's go on air and talk about it. Hey everybody, this is Tom with Tom's Talk Show. My voice is all messed up from some kind of head cold. Probably, the special flu, whatever. But apparently we have a second actual assassination attempt. Have been actually three. They caught the second one when he was in Arizona at the border before he got close. So this is the deep state machine being completely afraid. So we have snakes as pets, and when you take those snakes and you put them somewhere, which we don't do, obviously, we handle them very carefully and stuff. But you have a snake and you get it pinned into a corner. Snakes are kind of dumb. They would rather go off on their own merry way, and just kind of wander around looking for rodentia to kill and to eat. And but when you get them pinned into a corner, then they become very aggressive and they have to fight their way out. And I think internal polling. I mean, they can show you polls all day. No, the left wing, paid for by the left, mainstream media is not going to allow any heavy polls for Donald Trump to be released in the wild and have the general public find that. So they have their own internal polling that they have their own teams do that don't have anything to do with, regular polling or regular, systems of polling that always lean heavily, Democrat. There's no way that, Biden could be polling up 10, 12% in a state and then only win it in votes by like 2%. I mean, that just means your polling is almost meaningless. So here's what the mainstream news is saying: Trump safe after apparent. They can't even say after attempted assassination, and they have to put attempted assassination in quotes. What a bunch of course, I went to ABC News because we know ABC News, who did the debate, is a pile of garbage, and so they're going to be. I think what they're probably most upset at is that it interrupted their coverage of the pointless Emmy Awards, and I think they want to move this. They wanted to get this on the very top of the page, but they weren't able to do that because of the Trump actual assassination attempt. So the guy, I guess, who's did it is this guy Ryan Ruth. I guess he is in. I don't know if he's in custody now. It's very. I don't know where we are in that. Facebook has deleted his account. Twitter has deleted his account, but many people were able to go there and get information from his site, like this post. POTUS, your campaign should be. This is before, of course, the Democratic switch from Biden to Harris. Should be called "Gaddafi Keep America Democratic and Free." Trump should be Massa, make America slaves. Again, master, which makes no sense at all. Democracy on the ballot, we cannot lose, which is a direct quote from, the Biden-Harris campaign. And we cannot afford to fail. The world is counting on us to show the way. So that's who we had, shooting, buying into the 100% of the rhetoric, everything else. I guess this guy went to and actually tried to get soldiers to go with him to Ukraine. That's kind of what his... Okay, there's no audio in this, but people are just going through the his little site, looks like on a mobile device. He's trying to get soldiers to go with him to Ukraine, mostly all the way back. Then he does this thing about this historical map of Palestine. He's like, where exactly is the Jewish area, kind of thing. I don't know if he's on that side of not supporting Jews or whatever. He did say in this interview he was from like Georgia, moved to Hawaii, and then came back over to, I think he's in Romania here in 2022. So I don't know how he got around to how he got his money, but he was doing a lot of traveling and fighting for different things. One thing that is good here is the state of Florida will be conducting an investigation because after the first assassination attempt, I don't see anything coming out of that. I mean, where's our information? Where's what was going on? And we've all got it, from sideline, no actual information. It needs to be the country needs to have it be released. And if it points directly back to, the deep state far left Democrat Party, well, that tells you everything you want to know. And I think we need to know that about where this guy came from, what motivated him, who motivated him. If it was directly from, Kamala Harris and Biden and their, right? You can't continue to say that, right? After the first attempt, they said, we need to pull back the rhetoric. We need to calm things down. Next post the next day, he's the most dangerous thing in the country. No, he's the most dangerous thing to your power and your hold on the world, right? That's what he is, right? You want to continue with the war in Ukraine. You want to continue to send, bombs and everything into Russia to feed your cronies with money. And then they, in turn, feed it back to you. Why do you think the Obamas have, like 5, $10 million homes, right? They like their luxury lifestyle, and that's all garnered by war. That's where it all comes from. And Trump doesn't want that. He wants peace. He's like, when they kept asking him in the debate, it's like, what are you going to do? How are you going to settle the war? He says, I'm just going to go over there and make an end. And they said, well, what are you going to do? Are you going to give up land? Are you going to give, what are you giving up? You're going to give up Ukraine? What is going on? They're trying to nail him down. And he's just like, I'm not going to give you my plan, right? And let everybody know what it is, because I want to be able to go there and spring it on them and say, this is what the plan is, right? Plus the fact that in any way, in every way, that war needs to just stop, right? There's no real benefit to it. All you got to do is have, the UN move out of Ukraine and out of things that are near there, which is what all that the Russians wanted, but UN kept pushing in, right? So knowing the history about what's the whole thing, and that the big fact that it's from Hunter going out there making, deals and stuff in Ukraine and everything. And then Lindsey Graham going there when they thought that Hillary Clinton was going to win. I think he was there in like 2015. He says, we got your back. We're going to come here. We're going to build you up. We're going to do all this stuff. Lindsey Graham, he's supposed to be a Republican, but he's a rhino. He's just as much of a warmonger as the rest of them. It's so horrible. That's what they don't like about Trump, is that he is not a warmonger. Next thing is, I would seriously consider finding my own security, right? You can have the Secret Service there, but I think on top of that, you need another level of security. Definitely need to have someone who you can actually trust. I'm sure there are a lot of ex-Special Forces, ex-Green Berets that love Trump that are like, damn, we got your back, right? They would love to be able to be in part of that. So vet them, do background checks, get them there, and then hire them to protect you, because the Secret Service is all in on the whole thing, right? They are so, they had to the leader had to quit. The leader of the Secret Service had to quit because her DEI practices, just hiring people just because of their race and gender and all that garbage, instead of hiring the best to protect your leaders. So, and they've not, I heard they also have not given, after the first assassination attempt, they gave him a few more Secret Service, but not much. I think that's trailed off again because of Kamala moving around the country. Nobody wants to shoot Kamala. Nobody's, whatever. So this is just going to be, they haven't, so he needs to, number one, reduce the number of live and public events. He needs not, he can give up golfing for the next couple of months, right? Actually, until if he winning the election and then heading to, into the White House again, where he'll have more Secret Service to protect him, right? That's what he needs, is all the Secret Service. So I hate to put him in a bunker, but he needs to just go and stick with, internet media kind of thing, and be semi-unannounced and private where he's going and stuff like that. Otherwise, he's going to He's not going to make it. He's not going to be there. And we need him to be there. I guess Sean Hannity was there this morning and was going to actually go golfing with them. So Sean Hannity had actual information that they were on the fifth hole. How this guy knew that they were on the fifth hole means maybe potentially someone from the Secret Service is feeding information. We've seen them leave open spaces on buildings and to allow gunmen to just walk up and crawl up on a roof. Nobody's stopping them. People around yelling, look, 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 look. Right? They left all that open. So, are the Secret Service, is there a few agents in the Secret Service who are part of the deep state? I'm sure there are. Are they on that detail? That's why you need your own security service. You need that. That's like 100% needs to happen today. And you need to limit any and all public events and things like that. So thank goodness he is still alive. I think God is behind him. But we can't, you can say God is with me and is going to protect me, but you also can't be stupid, right? You need to do things to protect yourself. So there we go. And I'm sure there'll be more and more information coming out. I'll probably make some more videos on this. I have other videos, of course, in the pipeline that I'm going to be doing. And crazy times we live in, boy. Crazy, crazy times. So I think the only hope for the nation right now is to have Donald Trump elected president and kind of clear things out and really do, he was going to drain the swamp. I think it must happen this time. He can't hold back or anything else. I'm sure they'll try another COVID thing. They'll try something else. But the warmongers are on the path, and the global elite, don't want him in there to shut their stuff down. So pray for Trump and pray he makes right decisions and gets the right information from people. All right, well, thanks for watching. Take care.